personal. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, it is Jaron Ennis fight week. Thank the Lord for that. Jaron Ennis will be taking on Karen Chikushkin. I think that's his name, something like that. I believe it's an IBF eliminator in the welterweight division. So, just a key fight in the career of Jaron Ennis. But at the recent media workout, Jaron Ennis was there and he was asked questions, some of the same old tired-ass questions that I'm sure he's getting tired of answering. But he's got to answer because it's part of your job as a professional fighter at that level. He was talking about his future plans in boxing. And we know God is the best planner, and he laughs and scoffs at our plans. But he was asked about his future plans, so he answered the question. Now, Jaron Ennis didn't rule out a move to 154, and here's what he said about a move to 154. He stated the following, and I quote, "Hopefully they do fight," they being Crawford and Spence. "Hopefully they do fight and only fight once. That way they don't hold it up. But whatever way I go, I'll fight no matter where it's at. If I go to 154 and come back to 147 to grab them belts, that's cool too." Charlo is a great fighter. It's definitely a good fight. Like I said, it doesn't matter who they put in front of me. I'll take them on. Anybody 154 or 147. And that's what it is. And then he said, I'm confident of that fight too. And yeah, so that's what it is. So basically, look, pretty much where I'm getting at is that Jaron Ennis will fight Jermell Charlo for Undisputed if the opportunity ever presents itself. Now, we know that Jermell Charlo just got an injury recently, and this is I believe these comments were made before this all happened. But for documentational purposes, let's just say, even without all the belts at 154, if it's just a belt or two belts or whatever, I would love that fight. To me, that's a healthy alternative, Jaron Ennis versus Jermell Charlo, because we know the two divas won't fight him. And if I have to tell you who those guys are, then you haven't watched this channel long enough. But the guys at 147. They don't want to. They're not going to fight him, and they'll give every reason in the world to not fight him. Okay, right now they won't. Virgil Ortiz, Rick Mirrigan's a smart man, a very shrewd boxing manager who runs his career. I don't foresee Virgil Ortiz fighting Jaron Ennis anytime soon. So Jermell Charlo might be a great option for him. And I think that's a fight that Showtime should look to make. You got a Texas boy versus a Philly boy. One guy who, has a chip in his shoulder to prove the world wrong at every opportunity in Jermell Charlo. And another guy who some people believe could be this generation's closest version as far as talent, skills, and ability. This generation's version of Roy Jones Jr., okay? So that's a special matchup. I think that'd be a great matchup. And I genuinely hope that if Charlo doesn't have the belts, let's just say if Charlo, for whatever reason, he's injured for a long time, they strip him of the belts, and the belts fragment. I hope that we can get all those belts to get to one man as soon as possible, or at least 2 or 3 of those belts to one man as soon as possible on the Showtime side, because then I feel like that would still open up a big fight for Jaron Ennis at 54, whether it be against like Tim Tszyu or Fundora or something like that. I don't feel like he's just limited to his options at 147 because, like someone eloquently stated, Jaron Ennis is a big guy at 147. He's a couple cheeseburgers away from being a middleweight. He's a big guy for the weight class, but he carries it very well. And he lives a disciplined lifestyle, so he's able to get down to 147. But yeah, that's the news. Jaron Ennis would like to fight Jermell Charlo 154 at some point for the titles. He said it don't matter. It could be 47, 54. But listen, the hardest thing for Jaron Ennis, it's not the fight. It's getting to the fight. It's getting top tier grade A opponents like your Crawfords, like your Spencers, like your Virgil Ortizes, like your Jermell Charlos to get the courage to find the nearest writing utensil. A utensil like this, all right? And with this writing utensil, I think they call them pens. Stroke their hands in a certain way so that, they could, contractually speaking, make a fight with themselves and one Jaron Ennis. That's the hardest part for him. It's not the boxing part. It's not the living the life. That's the easy part. That's the fun part of Boost. Boost loves that. Boost loves the sparring. He brags about the sparring every day on Twitter. He loves living the life of a fighter. He loves adhering to the Warriors code. It's the other guys that don't quite believe in their skills enough to where they feel like they don't feel like getting paid enough for that kind of a challenge. So, hey, the prerogative, all Boots got to do is focus on the fight in front of him. And this week he has Karen, the welterweight, the one of the top contenders in the IBF. So, make of that what you will. Jaron Ennis has stated that he is open to a move to 154 to fight someone like a Charlo if the fight is right. And yeah, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.